What's up, guys? NBA Talk, April 17, 2018. Tuesday basketball for you. NBA playoffs, of course, you know. So we're going to just get into it. The first game that went down, the Washington Wizards versus Toronto Raptors. Game 2. Toronto won the first game. Toronto Raptors beat the brakes off the Wizards. Like, they broke them. But, well, not necessarily break them, because the Wizards did do some good things tonight. Like, they shot very, very well, especially from the three-point range. But there's so much I can say. It's so little I can say about the good things that the Wizards did. It's just so many bad stuff about this game. The Toronto Raptors just spank them. Toronto Raptors won this game 130 to 119. John Wall in the starting lineup was the only one who really showed up tonight. John Wall was the only Wizards in the starting lineup to show up. Bradley Beal, he choked. That boy was choking. That boy was gasping for air. DeRozan was just dogging this dude. He was dogging him, and that's unacceptable. Bradley Beal is negative 34. I think that's the highest I've ever seen somebody have when on the court. He was bad. DeRozan was cooking this dude. He was cooking him. John Wall showed up. Marcus Gortat left the game in 12 minutes, which pretty much left Valanciunas and Serge Ibaka, who was good all night, like free to do the hell they want. And exactly what they did. Not to a big degree, but you know they had a big impact when I say that. They were very, very good tonight. Defensively, offensively, they were just doing it, spreading the floor too, hitting threes, one for each, I believe. It was a beatdown. Like, from the get-go, it was like 21 points to 8 in the first couple minutes of the quarter. Of the first quarter, like the midpoint, it was 21 to 8. Ended up being 44 points dropped on the Toronto Raptors' head in the first quarter. And then the Toronto Raptors will proceed again to drop 32. So 44 points in the first quarter dropped on the Wizards' head. 32 points on the Wizards again. The third quarter, they made a good comeback because they usually the Wizards relied more on their bench players, and it was working for them. It was really working for them. They were getting themselves into this game. It was close to like 10 points they came to. Kelly Oubre showed up. Miami, pretty much the only big guy left for them to use, because you have Markieff Morris, but he was a no-show. Miami did a good job, to a small degree. He was effective on the offensive end. Kelly Oubre, like I said again, he was very efficient tonight in 30 minutes. Ty Lawson, we got to see him in action after getting picked up before the postseason started. Put up a good amount of points, 14 points, made a good number of threes. Scott did a good job too, a very good job. Probably the best one coming off the bench. The team shot well from the field and from the three-point range, better than the Toronto Raptors did. But I think they passed well. I'm checking right now their assists. Yeah, they got more assists, but the way how they got the assists was a little bit lackluster, because the Toronto Raptors, they were killing it. They were killing that passing right there. The pick and roll action with Valanciunas and Serge Ibaka. DeRozan killing it. Kyle Lowry distributing the ball all over the place, getting a lot of people involved. You got the boy OG Newbury. I think that's pronounced his name. I probably got that wrong, because I always get these names wrong with the Toronto Raptors. He did a very good job in 19 minutes, which is more than he usually gets, actually. You got to see people like Siakam play very, very well. CJ Miles and DeLong Wright doing a good job too, off the bench. Toronto Raptors rebounded the ball, got good amount of opportunities in this game. Their defense, once again, was sharp. Their passing was sharp. Less turnovers too. Well, actually, no. Oh, Wizards got less turnovers than them, surprisingly. But it is what it is, man. Toronto just spanking this team up. The Wizards cannot lose a single home game. It's over. If they lose a home game in the next two games at home, if they lose one of them, I would say it's a wrap. It's done, Joe. Done. This series is done. And I think the team will be done too, because this was a poor performance. Bradley Beal, I was very disappointed. That boy choked. And then you have Drake, rapper Drake, talking so much trash to the Wizards, talking trash to Kelly Oubre, because it's all over social media. Him talking to John Wall. John Wall showed up, do the trash talk. He was talking back too. He showed up. John Wall showed up. Bradley Beal, boy, imagine that Drake was talking to you, and you came up like this. Drake, all he has to do is like, and that would be like a deal breaker for me. Like, oh my God, like, you have to show up. You can't have that happen again, or else it's over. So that's it. Raptors, you have DeRozan dropping 37 points tonight. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, made a couple three-pointers. Kyle Lowry with 13 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Very good job. Valanciunas with 19 points, 14 rebounds. He was plus 27 on the court. Serge Ibaka, 10 points, 3 block shots, and 9 rebounds and 2 assists. And off the bench, you got Siakam, 6 points, 18 points from CJ Miles. DeLong Wright with 11 points. They picked up 48 rebounds, 24 assists, 8 steals. They shot 51% from the field. The Wizards, you got John Wall with 29 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. Bradley Beal with only 9 points, 3 for 11 from the field, negative 34 on the court. 12 points from Otto Porter Jr. I'll mention the bench players. Scott with 20 points. He was plus 13. He was very, very well good tonight. Kelly Oubre with 14 points. He was very, very active going down the court in the transition. Miami, 12 points. 14 points from Ty Lawson. Made 4 three-pointers. The team shot 48% from the field, which is not off from the Toronto Raptors. They shot 45% from the three-point range, better than the Toronto Raptors. 26 assists, better than the Toronto Raptors by 2. I felt like they were a little bit more sloppy with their passing. It was a little bit more ISO ball than actual going around. I'm guessing because of the transition, that's what they were killing the Toronto Raptors in. And only 8 turnovers. The Wizards, I'm going to say this again. The Wizards, you cannot lose at home. You got to win both games, or else I'm saying this for me. You're done. Because I think Toronto Raptors are definitely going to get that game 5. Regardless. I think Toronto's going to come back to the crib like, done. Like, you lose. If we beat you at your house, game 5. It doesn't matter if you win either game 3 or game 4. We're winning game 5. And we're going on to the second round, waiting for whoever it is between the Cavaliers and the Indiana Pacers. That's my opinion. 2-0 is the Toronto Raptors. That's it. Peace.